Hi, welcome to the Messy Chef. Now, I know I don't look anything like beautiful Becca, but my name is Carol and I'm her sidekick sous chef. So, welcome Miss Becca because she's going to be teaching you some amazing break fast, healthy, quick for people like me who don't want to eat.
This is
She's
fabulous.
amazing.
The best new chef ever. Let's give a big hand to Carol for helping out. So tonight we are going to be making, or day, wherever you are, we're going to jump in. We're going to make some healthy protein chia pudding. We're going to be making an overnight oat, and we're going to be making protein bites. Now, people always ask me, what should I have for snacks?
Yeah.
And I'm like, food. Make sure you're eating food for your snack. Make sure it's got protein, fat, and fiber. So these are amazing. They're super fast. They're easy. They're great in the freezer. Your kids are going to love them, and you're going to be able to take them wherever you go. So let's get started. All right, we're going to start with
Overnight oats.
Overnight oats.
And
The one thing that I want to say about overnight oats is very, very simple. Thank you.
Yes.
One big thing about overnight oats. First of all, I prefer rolled oats instead of steel cut oats. Now, steel cut oats arguably are way healthier. They have the husk, they have more protein, they have more fiber, but for me, they're chewy. They're very chewy. And the longer they sit in there, the chewier they get.
Oh.
I don't like that consistency, but go for it, try it. You also don't want to try this with instant oats. Instant oats are going to taste like nasty mush. So the win here is going to be your rolled oats. Let's give a big shout out to Trader Joe's. This is what the package looks like. I also happen to like their organic rolled oats in their ancient grain formulation. So they're both fabulous. Get whichever one you like. And we're going to do this. The first thing that you just need to know about making overnight oats, the only thing you need to know about making overnight oats, the amount that you put in for the oats is the same amount that you're going to put in for your milk. So we're going to use a cup of oats. So Carol, how much milk are we going to use?
A cup? Am I right?
You're right.
Good thing. Yay.
You're awesome.
That would be really embarrassing.
So we're going to add a cup of milk, a cup of oats, and then I like to add some yogurt. So this particular one is a coconut milk. It's non-sweetened, vanilla, absolutely delicious. I take about a half of a cup of that. So if I'm going to use a cup of the other stuff, I'm going to use about a half a cup. Now from here, we're going to add some vanilla extract. Shout out Trader Joe's. I love, love, love their bourbon one. Yes, it's bourbon.
It smells delicious.
It smells really good. And I'll tell you what, a lot of people tend to go into that imitation vanilla. Do not go cheap on yourself here. You're better off with the real one. And then we add some cinnamon. Really, really great for balancing out your blood sugar. And it tastes so good.
I love cinnamon.
And I'm noticing already right now, we need to add a little bit more here, because that is, okay, so it's gonna thicken overnight. Now from here, you can add in some dried fruit, you can add in some cacao nibs. We are gonna make this one into a peanut butter one. I'm gonna add in a scoop of PB Fit, absolutely love it. It's way easier to use than gooey peanut butter. As well, it is the same amount of protein, you've got the same fiber, and you have no fat. So love that. We're gonna make this one with a little bit of chia seeds. Again, what you add in after you do your basic recipe, it's all up to you. We can add some flax seeds for great digestion and elimination if you have elimination problems, any tissue issues, so to speak. If you have issues with your tissues or lack thereof, and we're going to add in
here all day, folks.
We're going to add in a little bit more protein because why not? So now you have the perfect food here. We used a protein that is a meal replacement, so it's filled with micronutrients. You've got your macronutrients, you've got your fiber, your fat, your protein. You are a home run. This is actually a meal. You can use this as a snack or however you want. It's
Right.
ready to go. It is mushy, ooey gooey. It looks like a bath of milk with stuff. There you go. But when you wake up in the morning, it will be perfect for you. And then you can add in this. So what we just made here is about 4 servings. I like to top it off with a bunch of fruit. So I'll take a half a pint of fruit, strawberries, raspberries, mangoes, bananas, all of them, some of them, maybe some nuts. We already soaked our nuts. Should we talk to them about soaking your nuts, Carol? Don't forget to soak your nuts. You've got to soak your nuts.
Yes, you do.
We
I never
women,
do that till today.
We women prefer nuts that are soaked.
Clean,
And I'll
nice
tell you,
and clean.
Clean your nuts. The reason you want to clean your nuts, it's more digestible. You'll better absorb the nutrients from your nuts. And most nuts, including walnuts, happen to have like a coating on them that is not that good for us. So when you soak your nuts, you just want to use like a half a teaspoon of Himalayan salt, a little bit of water that's a little bit warmer than just, tap hot. You do not want to boil it, and then just soak it for about 3 hours. You're good to go. Again, put some fresh fruit on top. Right now we're in fig season, mangoes. We have stone fruit that is just unbelievable. That's your peaches, your nectarines, your plums. Awesome. Your apples, you can't go wrong. So this dish is ready.
Fridge.
Next up, we're going to make chia pudding. So we're going to take a jar. Love these jars, mason jars. I use mason jars for everything. I believe we need 10 tablespoons of chia.
10?
10.
Okay, I'll do that while you continue getting the rest.
We need 2.5 cups of milk. The chia is rich in omegas and fiber and protein. Awesome. Now you'll notice this little bit, it is going to make a full jar of pudding. And we're going to make, what kind of pudding should we make today, Sous Chef?
What are our options?
We can make peanut butter, we can make chocolate, we could keep it vanilla.
I think chocolate.
Okay, let's do chocolate. So we're going to get out our raw cacao. And maybe add about 5 tablespoons. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's a reason we're called the messy chef, because that's probably about 8, but I don't know. I don't think you can ever have too much of that. We're going to add a little protein because I add protein to everything. So we're going to add a scoop of our meal replacement protein. And we're going to add some of our cacao nibs.
I can't wait to eat this tomorrow.
Oh, so
Oh
good.
my gosh.
So this is going to be about 6 servings of pudding.
Might be only 3 for me.
So when you take your pudding and you put it in your bowl, again, line it with fresh fruit so that you're eating something that is substantial, keeps you full, and makes you feel good. And you can also top it with, thank you, Trader Joe's, some coconut.
Yum.
Right, so this is all plant-based. So this is coconut whipped topping. Now, some people like to add honey, agave, maple syrup to this. I leave it the way it is. And if I feel like after I add my fruit that it still needs something else, I'll add it at that point. But you are done.
Ready to go.
You are
Look
ready
at how
to
quick
go.
that was, people.
You can also add your nuts to that. I absolutely, positively love these protein bites. You want to take your food processor for that. You're going to take 2 cups of dates. We've already done this for you, so we're going to show you what these look like. We're going to take 2 cups of dates. And one of the things I wanted to show you with your dates is when you get your dates, I usually just buy them with the pits inside of it. So to take your pits out very, very carefully, you're just going to slice into it, open it up, and then discard the pit that's on the inside. 8 tablespoons of peanut butter, but again, I'm not going to use the peanut butter. I'm gonna use the PB Fit. I'm gonna add some warm water to this. Now, you can also make these more pliable by soaking these in warm water ahead of time. I happen to like them chunky. I have found if I soak them before I make the balls get even more slimy, and you remember what that felt like. They get really, really slimy. So I just add a little bit of water at a time because I'm using more dry ingredients as well. I'll go ahead and add a scoop of my protein to that. I will add, it calls for dark chocolate chips. We're gonna add
The cacao.
raw cacao
Nibs.
nibs. Yeah. Ask for 2 tablespoons of chia seeds and then a 1 3/4 cup of rolled oats. Then you're gonna roll them each. Then I like to add dry fruit to it. So if you're gonna add dried fruit, do not add that. But I'm gonna tell you why I add the dry fruit, because I do like it sweet, because it adds more fiber. I am a fiber, protein, fat girl. USDA suggests that we're supposed to have about 13 to 15 grams of fiber. When I watch over my one-on-one clients, they are, if they're lucky, getting 8 to 10 grams.
That's crazy.
I ingest 35 to 40
Oh my
grams
gosh.
of fiber. Now, you're not going to go from 8 to 40 overnight because you're not going to be happy. Neither is anybody else in the house or your office. So leave that there. But I will say, be careful as you add your fiber. You want to add it slowly. But we already went ahead and rolled these. And then we went ahead and rolled them in shredded coconut, which makes it even nicer, not sticky on your fingers. And you want to let these kind of dry for a couple of hours in the refrigerator, and then you can just put them in the freezer and they'll last for a month.
Yeah.
Absolutely fabulous. Let's have a
Now
ball.
I love toasted coconut. Do you?
Ooh,
So whenever I buy coconut, I toast it up,
yum.
which gives it a little bit more of a smoky flavor.
Yes.
Mhm.
Let's have a ball.
Yes,
I think we're having a ball.
we are having a ball.
We always have a
Cheers.
ball. No tequila, balls
We got
tonight.
this.
Mm. There you
So
have
good.
it. So good.
Mm-hmm.
So good.
And what's cool is you have a lot of the same items that you're cooking with. And sometimes you buy oats, you're like, what am I going to do with this? Right.
Right.
Or the
Chia
chia
seeds.
seeds. You know, what am I doing with this? Well, here you have 3 different, and you're finding multi uses. I mean, she shares with that, like you can put the stuff in just about anything.
True.
Right?
True that.
So anyway, it's a good use of stuff that you probably already have in there and been sitting there for a while wondering what to do. Like, you know.
Absolutely.
So,
You can also
she's
take
the
your
deal.
you can also take your oats, you can take your chia seeds, you can put them into your shake. But one thing is this, if you do them in your shake, especially the chia seeds, be careful because very quickly they will coagulate and thicken and you'll be having a sludge of a drink. All right. Any other questions, thoughts?
This was awesome.
All right.
She's the deal.
Create your best day ever. Thank you for coming. We'll see you next month for our next episode of The Messy Chef with
Sous Chef Carol. Oh my God.
Oh my God, those are really great questions. I really like all your questions tonight.
No. Oh. All right. Well, looks like we're gonna have to do it a quick version and have them all ready. I was wondering why it was up like that, but I didn't see it.